oh my, was this the setup of the century? Will we find out that this is the setup of the century? That is all connected. And it's all connected to that clip of Joe Biden, because Joe Biden was there, Barack Obama, it was their regime that had been humiliated completely, entirely, and had been destroyed by Donald Trump. This was the setup. This was the booby trap. This was the intended result. To ensure that there was leverage against Donald Trump throughout his entire administration, to kneecap the entire administration, and there was a security pad. There was a lever they could pull to put Donald Trump in jail as soon as they were able to ply him out of office. This is it. And the horrible thing about liars is that the more you lie, the more you have to cover up your lies, and so you need to continue to lie. And the entire house of cards is now falling down. When this party is committing evil, they tell you about it. And in an act of like absolute, we can only assume drunkenness, Nancy Pelosi, 7 or 8 highballs in at 11 a.m. in the morning, wobbled up to the stage. This is 12 years ago. This clip is 12 years old, and explained exactly what they do to Republicans. She explained the strategy of the wrap-up smear. And it is so instructive to listen to it just straight from her. So I'm going to remove myself out of it. Obviously, you guys know, where my allegiances lie, and my thought process is, and my worldview, right, on politics. Let's let instead Nancy Pelosi explain what Democrats do to Republicans, how they plant evidence and crimes, how they literally plant crimes on Republicans, destroy them in the press, utilize their organs in the press to destroy them, and then use that as a predicate for an investigation. Here's Nancy Pelosi, while Donald Trump was still donating to Democrats. While Hillary Clinton was attending Donald Trump's wedding with Melania, with Bill, we get those great photos out of that. Here's what Nancy Pelosi was saying about their strategy, and it hasn't changed.
Down hospitals and the rest of it. So they don't want them to see that contrast, so they focus on something else. And it's a diversionary tactic. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this. So they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic, and it's self-evident. But I think I'm worth the trouble.
You ever seen that clip 12 years ago? Nancy Pelosi in this moment of senility. So we create a lie, we plant evidence, then we use our organs in the press to destroy that person who we've planted the evidence on, and smear it. When people ask us about it, we're like, oh, look, it's been reported by our apparatchiks in the press. And then you merchandise it, right? Then you use it for as predicates for investigations, congressional hearings, criminal charges. Nancy Pelosi telling you 12 years ago exactly what their playbook is, exactly what they use against Bob McDonnell, what they're using against Donald Trump right now, and who can possibly stop it. Well,
I'm not a poor baby. I'm more reptilian and cold-blooded.
Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes. And accordingly all experience hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations pursuing invariably the same object evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government.
Please visit my website at samstwitch.com. My Twitter profile is at samstwitch_sam. My YouTube channel is at youtube.com/samstwitch. I post videos that I cannot post on YouTube on my BitChute channel at bitshoot.com/samstwitch.